Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today I'm going to give you a shoulder specific workout. If you're looking for a higher intensity workout or more muscle groups, do one of my other videos for today. But this is a good one to be able to mix in and be able to, you can pick and choose some of the exercises that you could do, once a day or once a week so that you can add it to your other workouts to keep those shoulders strong. So if you've had a shoulder injury or you have shoulder pain, most of these should feel fine. They should feel good. If they cause more pain, stop. Don't do them. So you have to be your own judge on that. So really listen to my cues for your positioning and how to hold it. We're only going to use a band today. So most people do have a TheraBand or there's different brands, it doesn't matter. But most people have a band, probably from physical therapy, laying around their house. So I've got one band. If you have lighter bands, I would opt for lighter to begin with. Your shoulders aren't, super strong generally, and if you're having shoulder pain or you have a shoulder injury, even more so. So you really want to start with a lightweight band. You could always make it harder. Start with a lightweight band to learn the exercises today. If you only have a heavy band for whatever reason, you could watch these. You could just do the range of motion of these and wait and get a smaller, lighter band to perform these. So we are really going to focus on your rotator cuff, your postural muscles. Think about your shoulder blades a lot and be really specific and really deliberate with how you're doing these. Now, before you start, we want to start in good posture. So what that means, how does that look? You can use a mirror to make sure that you are in good posture. There are a lot of people in this population that have this posture. So their back is rounded, their shoulders are forward, their head is out front. So in order to correct this, and you might not be here, but thinking about pulling your shoulders back, think about putting your shoulder blades in your back pockets and then tucking your chin so that you are in a good, straight, anatomical alignment. And you can look at yourself in a bathroom mirror and, kind of get yourself in this position. So you are relaxed. You're not going to be standing with your shoulders back like this. You're relaxed, chin tucked so that your spine is all in line and your shoulders are in proper alignment before you ever start. Okay, so we're going to take a band. Or you can use tubes, but use the lighter tubes if you have them. We're just going to wrap this. I've doubled it up. We're going to wrap it around something sturdy about waist or chest, about waist height. We're going to start with a shoulder internal rotation. Now, with all of these, you can add a balance challenge if you'd like. Today, I would prefer that you do not, so you can really focus on those shoulders, work on those, internal and external rotators, your posture and everything, and because it may take a lot of focus for you to do this. So we're going to start with an internal rotation. So you're going to grab the band, your elbow is at a 90-degree angle. I like to stagger my feet just a little bit to help protect my back, but keep your core engaged, and we're going to pull across your tummy. So your elbow stays stuck in your side, and you're going to pull straight across your tummy, just like this. Now, if you feel like this is too much, step closer to your source. If you feel like you need more, step out further. So if you need a little more resistance, you could also double it up and use both, depending on your strength, your pain. Maybe you have one side that's painful and one side that's not. So on your side that's not painful, you may want to do a little bit more. So we're going to do 10. I'm just going to use one. My shoulders are still staying back. I'm not, reaching across like this. Everything is staying stable. The only thing that's moving is my hand going across my shoulder here, or my tummy here. So now we're going to switch and go to this side. So I'll show you from this angle. Keeping a 90-degree bend here, shoulder back. Think about your shoulders in your back, your shoulder blades in your back pocket. Nice and slow both directions as well. It's easy to kind of want to, hurry through. The more you control it both directions, especially on the way back, that's called the eccentric motion, the more benefit you will get from it. Okay, now we're going to do an external rotation. So you can leave the band on there and just use one, or you can take it off. I'm going to take it off so it's easier for me to show you. Like I said, if after you go through this once and you're feeling confident and you want to add some balance, that's a great thing to do. So I'll just do this in a tandem stance. Same position for your arms. You're going to do both at the same time though. So I've got the band here, my palms are up. I'm going to grasp it and my elbows are stuck in my side. Now I'm going to grab it a little closer because I'm only coming to here. I'm only coming to where my arms are kind of right outside of my hips. I don't want to be coming way out here. It's easy. People want to be overachievers on this one a lot and pull way out here. You don't need to do that. You're just isolating, and we want to do this in a pain-free range of motion, and this is the best way to do that, thinking about keeping those shoulders down, working on the back. You're going to feel it right back in here. Nice and slowly. 9 and 10. Again, if you're having any pain with any of these exercises, stop and don't do that one. Wait for the next one. Try the next one. If that one causes pain, you can message me. Or if this is just a good reminder for you to do your own PT exercises for your shoulders, let that be too. Okay, now we're going to do a shoulder extension. So this looks really similar to the lat pull that we did the other day. But you just wrap it around once like this, or leave it how it was. You're going to grab each side with one hand, and we're going to pull just to your hips, just like this. So you're just holding that band, working on shoulder extension. So this will pull your lats into it a little bit, but you're really just working those posterior muscles. So this is really good for posture. Good, another good one for your rotator cuff. Really nice and slowly. Again, if you're having any pain, you can also do a smaller range of motion. You could just do it here. Play with the range of motion. Smaller range of motion generally will produce less pain depending on, your source of injury or source of pain. Remember, keeping those shoulder blades in your back pocket. Nice and slowly, both directions. Okay, good. Now we're going to do just shoulder blade squeezes. You don't even need a band for this one. So you can leave your band on your object there. You can do all of these standing or seated. If you have back pain and you need to sit down and do these, great. I'd rather have you avoid having to think about other pain while you're working on these specific movements. So I'm going to sit on a ball just so I'm right kind of front and center here. And I'm going to turn around. We're going to do shoulder blade squeezes. So this is what I talk about when we do rows and lats and things like that. So sitting up nice and tall, think about, your shoulders are already set in a good, proper alignment and posture and position, and then you want to squeeze back. So think about, you can even use your arms a little to pull back. This is one you can do anywhere. You don't need any equipment, but it's really good. You're really thinking about squeezing, like if you were going to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades. Turn a little bit more. Keep breathing. You should really be able to isolate and really feel that right in here. Moving those shoulder blades towards each other each time. Keeping those shoulders down still. You don't want to squeeze them up, squeezing down and back. And 10. Good. Okay, shoulder blade squeezes. That's an easy one to do anywhere. And very good for your posture. Okay. Now we're going to add to that, and we're going to do a band row. So we'll wrap it around something about, again, chest or waist height. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add a little resistance. So we're going to move your arms back and forth, rowing. Your shoulders are down, squeezing those shoulder blades. So same motion, thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades, but now you're adding your arms and adding some resistance. So I like to do both. I think it's important to do both so you can really isolate and think about those. But here you're getting some more range of motion and, like I said, adding a little resistance. You don't need a super heavy band for this. Of course, you can always do heavier, but to begin with, I want you to be doing this with a lighter band, lighter weight. And 10. All right, good. And the last one we're going to do is a cross flexion. So we're going to, it's more of an adduction, shoulder adduction versus a cross flexion, but it's easy kind of for people to envision what it is. So we're going to stand with the band out to the side, and you're going to pull across like this. So you're pulling, you're adducting your shoulder, you're pulling it towards the center. So you're going to pull it like to about midline. And if midline is too far, just pull it to your hip. That's okay. Smaller range of motion may feel better. Again, if it feels like too much resistance, step closer to it or hang on a little further out. Pulling that arm down, pulling it across your body just a little. You don't need to come way over here. I want everything here to stay stable, and you're just pulling it to about midline or to your hip. And 10. Good. And then we'll switch. I'm going to make sure this stays on. And we'll pull here. So we're just going to pull straight, either straight to your hip, depending on where you are here, or maybe to your midline, but no further, because I want you to stay stable. I don't want to engage anything else. We're just working that shoulder here. 9 and 10. All right, great. Okay, so like I said, if any of those hurt, stop and private message me, or just don't do that one specifically. You can try the others. The other thing is maybe if you want to add one of these to your normal workouts, or maybe just do 2 or 3 of them because your shoulder was starting to get fatigued or feeling, like, ooh, that's going to make me sore. Stop. You don't need to do them so many times that you're going to be sore and then you won't do them again. So the goal is to work on these and feel good. And when I talk to you about getting your proper alignment and your posture, that's something you should always think about, because when you're in this alignment, it's also hard on your shoulders. It's hard on your neck. So keeping that good alignment and keeping your shoulder in good alignment can help at the very basic level, just starting with good posture. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. You can do these through 2 or 3 times, but I would definitely only start with 1 time through. Give yourself a day or 2 and make sure you don't have any soreness or anything that comes up. And then, of course, you can always add. But you could probably do these once a day, or maybe once every other day would probably be the best way, especially to start. And if you have any more questions about more shoulder things that you could be doing, please feel free to message me and we can work on that together. All right, thank you everybody, and we will see you next time.